Hola, bienvenidos, welcome and welcome back. Super excited today. Look what we finally got in. So, finally came in, got delayed a few times, and I'm super stoked. So let's just jump into it. Let me show you the loadout because it's gonna be my everyday bag. Alright guys, so like I said, long overdue. I've been waiting on this bag forever. So cool that we got the clip on the front and on the side, so whenever I bring my impact, I'm gonna have a couple of spots, preferably on the side, to carry it. So that's kind of cool. Didn't really have that option in the MB3. I always had to put it inside, and then I had to take out, something to fit it in. So we're gonna do that. You got your tape loop here. Love that it still has the hook, so we're going to tuck that away. And then this looks a little intimidating, like small, but that's what I want it for. It's a service bag, so I'm going to carry a lot of stuff. Everything that goes in the MB3 should fit here, and it's going to be organized. So we're going to have a pocket for each tool. Basically, I should be able to fit the pressure probes inside now instead of having them outside. I've had them outside, they got scuffed, they got some scratches. I think one of them's peeling. So I'll be able to put those inside now. And put the clamps as well. This is a lot bigger than this one. Or a little wider maybe, because on this one I had to cram everything in there. And then it kind of bulged out a little bit. This one, I shouldn't have that problem, but these wide pockets on the side are going to make up for that. So we got some wide pockets here. We got a really wide one over here. Another wide pocket here, but this one is stitched together in the middle, so you get two smaller pockets, so like a flashlight probably. And I'll stick something else in there too. I like that these bit holders here, they kind of go diagonal down in size, so that one on the end right here is going to be very short, which is great because I have some short ones that sometimes get lost in these long sleeves. You have some in here too. I don't know if I'm going to get to use those yet. I will find a use for those. Side pockets are going to be good for those long pliers. And yeah, probably going to have to put the meter on the outside, which is, fine with me. Not a big deal given the compact size of this. So I'm going to switch everything over. I kind of already have an idea of how I want to have it laid out. I've been dreaming about this for months already. I've been waiting for this for a long time. And that's one of the reasons that I like these bags, like this one in particular. It's more of a pressure probe clamp type of pocket in the back, which is also why I got the MB3 over the MB3B. Because on theirs, it does have a hard bottom, which I really wanted, but the back was more for a tablet, not for what I use it for. I use a clamp, a infrared from Klein, and then their thermal imager, the Klein one. So I was able to fit all that in here, and I didn't have to go back to the van for any of this stuff. So I was able to do a lot of checks and troubleshooting with that. What I do like about Field Piece is I had one clamp, right? But they have a little switch there. So if I needed to check subcooling, flick the switch and now it's a subcooling clamp. Flip it back, now it's a superheat clamp. So I got away with having one just because I could flip the switch and check both. but now I should be able to carry both in here because I'm going to try and put everything on the inside. So let me move the stuff over and we'll take care of that. All right, so there we have it. I managed to get everything in there, and I managed to fit the extra clamp that I had that I wasn't able to put in that one. So all my all-in-ones here, stubby 11/32 wrenches that I use. These are 11-inch zip ties that fit perfect right there in the corner. Then we got 10-inch pliers, and then all my other pliers are here. I just didn't have a spot for the solenoid magnet, so it's gonna go on a handle. That's what I used to do when I used to carry these open type tool pouches. I would always throw it on a handle. Probes fit inside, connectors, fuse puller, electric screwdriver. Then this is more or less what I had on the outside on the other one, which was an adjustable wrench, big flashlight, brush. I got my infrared thermometer here. It's a probe thermometer. My Klein ratchet, reliable and gets me out of a jam. The Nylog, always got to have that. Now I was able to put this in the front pocket. Fits pretty good, the thermal imager. And then here, like I said, these are kind of short, so I like that because now I won't lose this. My hex key for my service wrench, and then I got a stubby Malco that I have. Even though I mainly use this one, it's good to have a backup, especially because this one's really long. That's basically my extension bit. And then I got the stubby one. They are interchangeable. Then flashlight, like I said, service wrench. Can clip my knife out here. And this is not a big deal to me, carrying the meter on the outside. It's one of the things I use the most, so just being able to grab and go is fine. I got the SC680. You can always go with a smaller meter, but the SC680 fits fine. It's just a little bit taller than the bag. And I disconnect them so that the leads can go on the side here. Not a big deal to me because I'm always disconnecting them anyway to check temperature, because you can't have them plugged in when you have the K-type thermocouple. So not a big deal. That little wide area right here, you can throw the ends right there, that's fine. This one does have the lead storage, so the leads are in the back, but like I said, a little bit taller, so I don't know if it would fit inside, but that's what it looks like closed. And then around back, got the tape loop, got all my bits that I need. And then, like I said, I was able to carry now my both temperature clamps. And I squeezed in here a probe thermometer because I use that a lot for AC, so I was able to have all that in there. And it fits pretty good, doesn't bulge out. And then in the flap, you have your zipper here. So it's basically what I had in the other zipper. It's a bunch of jumpers and K-type thermocouples for my meter, an extra charging tee if I need it, and cutters. So, like I said, a lot of jumpers, a couple of leads, a little bit of wire, and every now and then I might need to cut something, so that's good there. Flip over. So that's a cool form factor, very compact. But we got the hard bottom because I do kitchen refrigeration, so I definitely need that. I don't want to get my bag dirty. This one was already getting pretty beat up. I was afraid of wearing it out, but the bottom on these bags are still great. They're tough. You can see I wore out the badge here, but it was holding up fine. I just don't want to get it wet all the time, or greased, or anything you find in the kitchen, you know. So, love that. So for now, it's gonna live here on the step. Fits fine when the door's closed. And this little area where the hook goes into, there's also See, that's the hook. There's also this pouch here, so I found that I'm gonna keep some extra batteries for the probes and stuff there. Then I'm gonna keep a little folded up sand cloth right there, and that'll finish the loadout. All right, so I bought some things at the Dollar Tree because I wanted to clean out some of the rusted. I don't know what happened, but I got rust on some of these. This one I had already kind of cleaned, but let's see if we can get it like new. So just so before we put them in the new bag and everything, let's just clean them up. I'll see if I have to clean any of the other ones, but I don't think so. I think those were the only ones that were rusted. So let's clean that real quick. All right, so that's good. I'll let them sit for a bit and then we'll check on them. We'll clean up the handles with some wipes and stuff. Refrigeration technology wipes work really good for cleaning up some tools. I'm gonna clean up some of the other stuff. That way, like I said, everything is clean while we get everything in this new bag. All right, so it was clear for a couple hours and I was planning on taking it out, or I was tempted to, but I left it overnight and it actually got really orange, the water, so, or the vinegar. So I did scrub it a little bit as I put them in to help it, but right now I'm gonna take them out and clean them up and dry them. So just to be safe, I'm gonna neutralize it, the acid, so put them in there. So we took out a lot of stuff, so we're gonna grease them up now. All right, so way better than what it was before. I don't know what got on them, but they were rusting out really bad. So now we can put them back in the bag, nice and clean. Handles cleaned up well too. Good as new. All right, guys, welcome back. We got the TP-LC out in the action, out in the real world, and I love it. This hard bottom is great for setting it on top of units, or if you're in the kitchen on the floor. Like I said, I do a lot of kitchen refrigeration and it's always wet or dirty or whatever, so that's gonna help with that. And then just having everything organized, so everything's here, I can just grab and go, and then when I'm ready to go, flip it closed and take off. So I'm here. We installed this Dakin unit. Now this one's better than the ones that I've seen, because there's a older grayer units that have all these leaks because they have these really small condenser tubing and they always leak. But this one's been fine. This is the second one we've installed because that's what our supply house has. Just doing a little cleanup for final inspection, but it's been running like a champ. It's a 2-stage. You got your compressor compartment right here in between the 2 coils. We did put some hail guards on there. So the only issues we've had is that this insulation comes off. The same thing happened with the other one we installed. So I'm gonna put it back on the panel. These little stickies are not great. When the crane was putting it in, it fell out, so I grabbed it. Just gonna seal it with some short tape. I've done this before for the Riemann Rude units, but that usually is because it degrades over time. And then this one just from the factory doesn't stick. So we're gonna change that, or seal that. Make sure the panels are insulated. So that is just my quick fix for that. So we sealed both panels just so I don't get an issue if we come back for anything and find insulation sucked up. So both are secured now. Simple tape, wedge, squeegee it, flatten it out, and then we'll put the panels back and check everything else. So yeah, I think this is a perfect bag for service. If you guys want something organized, that is as compact as you can get, because I liked the TP-XL when those came out, the double XL, but they were just too big for me. So I wanted something compact, and here's the answer. So you guys might want a smaller meter. I got the SE680, like I said, but I don't want to give up that meter. So it's on the side, it works fine, it doesn't fall out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys.